The concept of the American dream is one that emphasizes prosperity, success, the pursuit of happiness, and in this case, entertainment. Our show focuses on home ownership, community, lifestyles, and success stories from across the country. The national story this week focuses on the city where it all started, our very own San Diego. I'm your host, Toneshia Watkins, and welcome to the American Dream.
We do it in the spirit of going against the grain of the negative media, giving inspiring information, and having people walk away from our show with something of value.
You're seeing a disruption in both the real estate and the mortgage space.
A lot of people are just not willing to put in the work.
What video does is that it demands an emotional response.
You know what I love about the show? It's totally unscripted.
Our first segment is brought to you by a professional in your city. Let's hear what they have to share.
What's going on, America? I'm Brandon Tran.
I'm Tran.
And I'm Alex Hahn. And we're the Han Tran Group of Compass here in San Francisco. Today we're at One Mission Bay, one of the luxury premier buildings in San Francisco. We're here at Unit 203, and let's take a look around. So you've got tons of natural light, open floor concept with your living room, your dining room, and your kitchen all in one space. So one of my favorite things about the unit is the space itself. So from the kitchen, you can not only cook, but entertain all your guests as well. Since it's a corner unit, you have a ton of extra windows, which pours in light from both the south and the west. From there, you can hang out, entertain, have a glass of wine, or just hang out on the couch and catch a Warriors or Giants game.
One of the best things about this building is the amenity package.
It definitely is true. I think when people buy condos, it's not necessarily the unit itself, but what does the building have to offer? And at One Mission Bay, you really have a tremendous amount of amenities, right? I mean, my favorite is probably the pool. I love lounging in the pool on a hot day, nice and sunny. What's yours, Brandon?
Well, Mission Bay has one of the warmest weathers in San Francisco. It's usually sunny, so people that actually have a pool can actually use it, which is a big plus.
Absolutely. And Alex, why don't you talk about the gym? Because you've been recently hitting the gym a lot. What do you think about
it?
it?
So for me, I'm going to the gym 5 days a week, so having a gym here saves a lot of time, and it has everything that you would need, all the way from the cardio to the dumbbells to the bench press, so I don't have to go to the gym anymore. Come here.
Everything is within a step reach. And then recently, we had one of the biggest parties that One Mission Bay has ever seen, right?
Yeah.
And we were able to entertain them not only in the pool room, but there's actually another beautiful room out in the back with a kitchen, where 3D living rooms, absolutely just, it's luxurious, right? I think the guests were really impressed. I don't think they were expecting something of that caliber here in San Francisco.
Another amazing feature about One Mission Bay is the options of where you can go to entertain. You have your living space at home to entertain smaller groups, but now if you have a larger group, then you can come here and enjoy and entertain in this amazing space here.
You already seen the pool room. That's great. I feel like that's a little bit more of the active.
Yeah.
You know, if you want to, the room's a little bit more open, you can entertain a lot of people at one time. This is a little bit more private when you have maybe 3 or 4 guests and you want to have a glass of wine by the fireplace. This is where it happens, right?
A lot more relaxed.
So let's go show you a little bit more. Come on by.
Then we enter the kitchen portion of the room. Hey, how's it going, Brian?
Hey, pretty good. Great space, right?
Yeah, it's a wonderful space.
Look, we get it. You're popular. You're living in San Francisco. You have tons of friends. Your condo may not be big enough to entertain, but this spot definitely is.
Perfect.
Yep.
Good for entertaining for baby showers, wedding engagements, birthdays.
Or even bringing in a private chef to just cook. So we're still in Mission Bay, and this neighborhood has a lot to offer. We have Oracle Park right down the street, where the SF Giants still currently play. You can catch a game for relatively cheaply, and it's just a nice place to go.
And a new exciting addition is the Chase Arena, home of the Golden State Warriors. So what's special about this particular building is that this is the very first arena San Francisco's ever had. So now we're gonna have concerts, events, WWE, just everything that you can think of here in San Francisco.
All right, guys, well, that's a wrap. We hope you learned something new about Mission Bay. Again, we're the Tran group at Compass, and we'll see you next time.
I hope you enjoyed some local stories and learned something new. Up next, we're highlighting the city that we call home, San Diego. Stay tuned, you won't want to miss it.
A big part of the American dream is being part of your community and being able to take care of the people surrounding you.
We're burning it in America's finest city.
I'm excited to see San Diego in a way I've never seen it before.
This is incredible. What a beautiful little oasis in the middle of a city.
Imagine the sunset here, enjoying a cocktail, a good glass of wine.
So it's really about inviting the community in to do what we love, which is stay active, be happy, and live that active, social lifestyle.
San Diego living and lifestyle. The architecture and the street, it just has a good feeling.
It's just so much excitement in the air in San Diego, and it's so amazing to be a part of it.
Our first San Diego segment is brought to you by a power couple who, like me, originate from the East Coast, John and Melissa Steele.
Hey, we're John and Melissa Steele here with Team Steele San Diego Homes here in sunny San Diego, California.
And today we're out enjoying Balboa Park, one of our favorite parts of San Diego. And we're going to be enjoying a food truck situation here in a little bit. Come check it out with us. We're going to have a great day.
At over 1,200 acres, Balboa Park is one of San Diego's biggest attractions, and featuring not only open spaces, gardens, there's also tons of museums, art galleries, and of course the world famous San Diego Zoo.
Yeah, one of our favorite aspects of San Diego in general is Balboa Park. The very first day we were in San Diego ever, we were here for less than 24 hours, and we spent a good number of those hours here in this park, having a picnic, enjoying the museums, checking out a bunch of the park areas, and it was so outstanding. It was actually one of the deciding factors when we moved to San Diego.
Yeah.
We were thinking about Balboa Park and how much we loved the experience.
Yeah, it definitely lured us in and made us want to come back.
Yeah, so anybody thinking about moving, it's time. Come visit Balboa Park and check it out. And in this spot right here, located in front of the Botanical Gardens in Balboa Park, holds a special place in our hearts because this is where John proposed to me over 6 years ago.
That's where I popped the question. We had a little picnic here.
He got down on one knee, and as much as I wanted him to recreate it in this moment, he's refusing to.
So originally established in the 1800s, it was known as City Park back then. And San Diego was actually only the second city in the entire country to dedicate a large space for public use, second only to New York City's Central Park.
And Balboa Park is so large that it's almost double the size of Central Park.
Yeah, and while the park for the first few decades remained mostly empty, it was in 1915 during the Panama, California Exposition that San Diego hosted a World Fair, and all of these buildings that you see today were created and built for that fair.
And what's wild is that so much of what we see in Balboa, while it's beautiful and has such amazing structure, a lot of it is made of plaster. It wasn't made to be permanent here. It was part of the World's Fair. And what's amazing is that San Diego actually invested in revitalizing all of these structures to create Balboa Park for public use after the World's Fair because it was so enjoyed. So one of the coolest aspects of Balboa Park that I feel is how much care and love they truly put into maintaining their gardens. It is exceptional to see the roses blooming, the cactus gardens, the Japanese friendship garden, all each beautifully curated with so many hours spent on keeping it exceptional for every guest to enjoy.
And with us originally relocating here from New York, one of the coolest things about San Diego for us was all of the really cool native plants that we never got to see back in New York where we used to live. Aside from it having, the rose garden, the botanical garden, and a lot of the more traditional gardens, it's really cool that they have this cactus garden with all of these really exotic plants. So aside from Balboa Park offering all of these attractions, it's also a host to a variety of events throughout the year that draw both locals and tourists alike.
Behind me, you can see that they are setting up for the Friday Food Truck Extravaganza, where they set up over a dozen food trucks that appeal to traditional eaters, vegans, gluten-free. They have tons of options, and it's an amazing family-friendly gathering with live music, tons of amazing food. Are you ready to check this out?
Let's check it out.
Yeah.
So I don't know about you, but all this walking around the park has me pretty hungry. So we got some awesome tacos.
You're always
here.
hungry, but I'm ready to dig in. Let's see what we got here.
Cheers.
Up next is a story from a fantastic realtor based out of right here in San Diego. Let's hear from them now.
George Lorimer, how are you today?
Doing great, Molly.
So you are a San Diego native.
Yes.
And also one of the top realtors here in San Diego who really does cover everywhere.
That's right.
I feel like you're bringing me to all the best places, and today you brought me to one of my favorite neighborhoods, Bankers Hill.
Bankers Hill. We've done a couple segments here with we rode the bikes, the scooters.
Yes, we did. I almost died on that one, but we made it.
And Barrio Star.
So Bankers Hill really is a really unique area in San Diego. Tell me some more about it.
So for those of us that maybe aren't super familiar with it, where it's located, it's between downtown San Diego and Hillcrest. It's right between the two on the hill, right on the west side of Balboa Park.
I think it's really important to say too that in Balboa Park, it's not just wildlife anymore. They also put in all the museums over there.
So many of them.
The zoos over there. So when you went to Bankers Hill, I mean, that's your backyard.
That is awesome. And then you're just a couple blocks from Little Italy, another one of our favorite places.
Oh, yum. The best restaurants that you brought me to, and that little market over there.
Right, and the downtown ballpark and all the night spots there.
So it really is a short bird or Uber ride to anywhere, but Bankers Hill, I mean, if you move here, you don't have to leave.
Right, and that's the thing too. So some of the people that buy here, and I'm very familiar with the area, our office is a couple blocks away, they like it because you don't have the hustle and bustle of downtown. The parking's not so hard. People can come visit you. You know, when you live downtown, people are like, you're downtown, the parking's gonna be a nightmare.
Always.
And so here, it's very walkable, it's less congestion, and it's really easy to go both to Hillcrest, to downtown, or anywhere on the freeway.
That's amazing. Okay, so today you brought me to a new location in Bankers Hill. Where are we at?
41 West, brand new condo project, just released. You can see the views behind us, Molly. Best views. So what we're going to do today is we'll look at all these beautiful finishes, including these nano doors. So indoor, outdoor living space. You add tons of extra square footage to your condo. And then also we'll have views looking towards the park and views looking west and views looking south.
Wow, that's amazing. Okay, so the finishes in this place, we have, I see, you know, the hardwood floors and everything like that are amazing. Very good quality.
Yeah, and I mean, it has the most contemporary kitchen, the floor to ceiling windows.
Oh my gosh, that's a huge thing. And one of my favorites, I mean, Not right now, but one of my favorite things is the wine fridge in there.
Yeah, is that wine fridge huge? How many bottles do you think you can store there?
I mean, we could start counting if you want,
Yeah.
but I think that would make a boring segment. But I love how many you can fit in there. And then I also love that all of the drawers are easy pull and they're easy close.
It's super high quality everything, and actually the patios are big enough to do stuff. You can see right here the patios we're on. We have the wraparound patio, we have some of the other patios. Room for sitting, room for a cabaret patio table, just plenty of space.
Well, and with the San Diego weather, you really need this indoor-outdoor living space, right? Okay, George, I know that this is an amazing view. This is incredible. But you have a couple other
Yes, I want to show you some different orientations. I want to show you some different views. Let's go take a look at them.
Let's go.
All right.
Wow, George, these views really are different from each apartment we've been in.
That's the California Tower in Balboa Park, which was started for the California Exposition, 1915, 1916.
Some real serious history here down in Bankers Hill.
Yeah, absolutely. And here's the view I wanted to show you. And then the other great thing, like we were talking inside, a lot of people have a second home here, or they have to sell a house because these are luxury properties.
These are very nice properties.
So the great news is they qualify for our guaranteed sale program.
What is that?
Well, we give you a cash offer on your home so you can go buy the next one.
That's really cool, especially when it's something like this, brand new construction. I can't believe that qualifies for it.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Well, George, I am so impressed with each of these apartments that we've seen. The views are incredible and truly something that I've never seen before.
Yeah, awesome.
So thanks for having me out in Bankers Hill at 41 West today.
Up next is a story from an amazing realtor. Let's hear from them now.
What I'm taking you to right now is a property sitting in the best location in Crown Point, 1734 La Playa. You can tell it's modern from the exterior. The design that I love is not what you can see from the street, but only the homeowners can see from inside. From the moment you walk into this entryway with the LED accent wall, you know this home is for entertaining. Only in a place like Pacific Beach with San Diego weather can you enjoy rooftop lounging all year long.
Our final San Diego story is from none other than the #1 Coldwell Banker agent in California, Melissa Tucci. Let's see what she's up to.
Hi.
How are you?
Great. This is like out of the page of a storybook.
I know, isn't
beautiful.
it? It's absolutely breathtaking.
This is fit for Melissa Tucci with this great entrance.
Well, we're in Ocean Beach, and this is the first time this home has been on the market. The owner actually bought this and built it himself, and so it was
Incredible.
a vacant land. Yeah, it was built in 1998, and you could look around just the quality of the details, you know, with the high ceilings and the open and bright lights and the wood floors and just
staircase.
the grand staircase. And we haven't even seen one of the best parts. There's a beautiful library with fantastic views and of course rooftop decks. So it's pretty incredible.
Living in Ocean Beach is incredible, but I feel like you don't find anything like this in Ocean Beach, ever.
I completely agree. This property is a 4-bedroom, 3.5 bath. It's over 3,700 square feet, plus it has a guest house and a 2-car garage, and it's on a 7,000 square foot lot. But that's not all. There's an opportunity to actually purchase this property with the neighbor and have it a total compound.
So more than just this grand entrance?
More than this.
Okay.
So much more. And you you could see this beautiful dining room with the crown molding and the French doors leading to the outside, and you could still have your beautiful ocean view.
Imagine how impressive for holidays.
So now we're going into the kitchen, and you could see beautiful granite counters.
I could cook in this kitchen.
Absolutely. And it's fantastic. You have a fireplace, and remember I told you about that compound. So let me show you what I'm talking about. And we're right outside the main house in this beautiful compound. You could see right here, absolutely stunning architecture. And we're right next to the guest house right here, which is a 1-bedroom, 1-bath, its own entrance, own space. And then look over here, there's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath. That's almost 1,500 square feet with a pool and a greenhouse covering, so an indoor pool, and its own 2-car garage. So you have a total of over 14,000 square feet of the whole lot. I mean, it's really a true compound. 2 properties combined together, and it's absolutely a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. This does not come available often.
Honestly, once in a lifetime. And if it's not for yourself, what a great investment, too.
Oh, absolutely. There's so many opportunities to rent this out for someone if they're looking to do a 1031 exchange, for someone just if they want to live in the house and rent out the other rooms. So you have such a great, great opportunity. I'm just so excited to share this.
And not to mention, you can see the ocean from everywhere.
If you think that is a good view, follow me upstairs to the rooftop. Unbelievable. Let's go.
On top of our palace?
Yes. Pretty incredible, huh?
Oh my gosh, this is absolutely incredible. Melissa, this is breathtaking. There's no words. You can see it's all of the beach.
Oh,
it's incredible.
It's not even just what you're looking at. It's also behind you. You have the white waters. You have just never-ending ocean. This is why we live in San Diego.
Yes.
This is why we're in Ocean Beach right now. And so we are on the rooftop deck, which a unique feature to this is actually it's designed to play chess up here too. You really have the best of all worlds with this property.
Absolutely. And there's so much to do in Ocean Beach. I mean, this is like a map. You could just pick where you want to go from here.
I know. I mean, one of my favorite spots here in Ocean Beach is the Farmers Market, which is on Wednesdays from 4 to 8. And it's on Newport Avenue between Cable and Bacon. Another really amazing thing about Ocean Beach is the Sunset Cliffs, which is over 68 acres. And you could have weddings there, just photo shoots.
It's a pretty famous spot.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And you know what's just a hop, skip, and a jump away? Being the official Padres realtor.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we didn't quite make it to postseason. There's always next year. But as you know, at Petco, there's so many activities. Links coming up, there's Pedal for the Cause, so really just so many different things to look forward to in San Diego, at Petco, and just in general, and especially in Ocean Beach at this fantastic home.
Absolutely. Well, thank you for having me in your castle.
Thank you for coming.
We strive to bring you the best stories from across the country that embody the ideals of the American dream and hope you saw something new and entertaining. We would like to thank all of our viewers and our sponsors for helping us grow the show. We couldn't do this without your support. I'm your host, Toneshia Watkins. Thanks for watching.
How to find what your motivation is, how to find what's going to wake you up every day.
How would you design the type of day where if you died at the end of that day, you would high-five yourself on the way out and feel damn proud that you did it?
It's amazing how many people think, say, and do the right things, but they limit what they believe.
A dream has to keep going and growing.
Everybody has that thing in their stomach that is trying to get them to that next level in their life that they actually can take control of.
I am a really unapologetically myself, and I think that's been a big help in how I've stood out.
There's still got to be somebody putting time and energy and resources at risk.
The hustle's real. I'm up at 5:30 in the morning and I'm showing about a dozen houses a day.
You look forward to what you have to do. It's not what I have to do, you say. It's you get to do.
I love real estate. It's still an incredible investment, and I think it's important for people to get into it.
I came in wanting to collaborate with other people as opposed to compete. It was a win-win for everyone.
Every single thing that I do is just based on how much value I can provide.
The individual can die, but the things he leaves behind stays with the people around him.
I lived fully, I loved deeply, and hopefully I did something that mattered far beyond my physical presence here on this planet.
The American dream is about overcoming adversity for dreaming big.